Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 Central Zones Eastern Summer Sectional Meet here in Columbus, Ohio, hosted by The Ohio State University. We will begin prelim session here shortly, but just to recap, our events this morning are going to be the women's 200 backstroke, the men's 200 backstroke, women's 50 freestyle, men's 50 freestyle, women's 200 breaststroke, men's 200 breaststroke, the women's 800-yard freestyle, and the men's 1500 freestyle. Once again, we will begin prelim session here shortly. We're finishing final touches in preparation for a great morning session. And one quick announcement, we do need 2 additional timers for this morning's session. Once again, not 1, but 2 timers for this morning's session. We will not be able to begin the session until we have all timers in place. Once again, we are still needing 2 timers for this morning's session. Please make your way to the wet classroom on deck if you are willing and able to time this morning. Once again, we will not be able to start the swims until we have all timers in place. The time is now 8:31 a.m. We are still needing a couple timers. If you're willing to time this morning's session, please make your way to the pool deck. Your attention, please. We are now down to a lone soldier. We need a single timer. We need uno. One timer for this morning's session. Attention all, we have one timer coming, so praise him or her. Good morning, Columbus, Ohio. We have a few announcements before we get started with this morning's session. Once again, welcome to the SPEEDO East sectional meet here at The Ohio State University. Visit the SPEEDO booth to explore the best products in competitive swimming. Did you know during the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, 60% of all gold medals were won wearing SPEEDO attire? Team SPEEDO athlete Caleb Dressel swam the fastest 100-meter butterfly split in history becoming the first man to win 8 medals in a single world championship and broke records in the 50-meter and 100-meter freestyle, all in the Fasken Laser Pure Intent SPEEDO's fastest suit ever. Throughout this week's meet, share all your swimming moments and connect with swimmers around the world using hashtag Team SPEEDO. Follow SPEEDO USA on Instagram and visit the SPEEDO booth to stock up on swag. Share your favorite moments from the meet on social media. Show off your style, tag friends, and connect with swimmers around the globe using hashtag Team SPEEDO. Our first event is event number 103, the women's 200 long course meter backstroke. This is heat 1 of 10. Swimming in lane 1, Piper Sadowski from Grand Rapids Aquatics. In lane 2, Natalie Sanders from Bowling Green Swim Club. In lane 3, Ava Caraselli from Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 4, Elena Pizarro from Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 5, Alyssa Chambers from Utica Shelby Swim Club. In lane 6, Natalie Brinley from Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 7, Madeline Rickner from Worthington Swim Club. In lane 8, Delaney Spradlin from Bowling Green Swim Club. And in lane 9, Sarah Jones from Cincinnati Marlins. This is heat 1 of 10. Tight field in the halfway point. Early lead in lane 5 is Alyssa Chambers with the Utica Shelby Swim Club. Alyssa Chambers heading into the last bit here with a body length lead. And Chambers takes it with a time of 2:21.10 with a solid 2-second drop there. This is heat 2. Swimming in lane 1 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Olivia Scheffelhofer. In lane 2 from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Abigail Oliphant. In lane 3 from Birmingham Y, Marin Norlander. In lane 3 from Utica Shelby Swim Club, Tessa Bamey. In lane 5, Campbell Keano from North Kent Aquatic Team. In lane 6, Darby Merlin from North Coast Aquatic Team. In lane 7, Livia Kramer from Blazing Barracudas. In lane 8, Lydia Sturgeon from Pauhana Swim Team. In lane 9, Alishan Baltes from Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. And in lane 10, Sarah Janas with Atlantis Swimming. This is Heat 2 of 10. And Keano still out in front in lane 5. And leading start to finish, Keano in lane 5 takes it with a 228.65. Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1, Julia Guernamoen from Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 2, Emerson Campbell with Upper Arlington Swim Club. Swimming in lane 3, Emma Ciesla with Oli Swimming. In lane 4, Catherine Goodman, Lakeshore Swim Club. In lane 5, Josephine Schneider, Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 6, Nora Molnar with Oli Swimming. In lane 7, Shanti Visurakapala with Team Mount Carr. In lane 8, Shay Herr with Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 9, Allison Barish with Bowling Green Swim Club. And swimming in lane 10, Claudia Fernandez Deerdorf with Dayton Raiders. This is Heat 3 of 10, the women's 200 long course meter backstroke. In the previous heat, Keano was out with a split of 1:11.99. Looks like lane 7 takes over fastest split with a 1:10.77. In lane 6, Molnar has taken over the lead here. We'll see how they finish up in heat 3. And in lane 6, smooth sailing into the finish is Molnar with Oli swimming. She wraps up at 2:26.66. Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1, Aubrielle Mackey with Oli swimming. In lane 2, Lauren Moorhead, New Albany Aquatic Club. Swimming in lane 3, Jayla Kuzak with Club Wolverine. In lane 4, Sophie Staffanak with Oli swimming. In lane 5, Julieta Castro Vela, Oli swimming. Swimming in lane 6, Hampton Gucky with Cincinnati Aquatic Club. Swimming in lane 7, Madeline Blakely with Bowling Green Swim Club. Swimming in lane 8, Sloan Antonette's Worthington Swim Club. Swimming in lane 9, Bridget Kurtzweil, Cleveland Swimming. And swimming in lane 10, Isabella Hannock with Great Waves Aquatics. This is heat 4 of 10. Fastest split from the previous heat was 1:10.77. And up in lane 2, Moorhead out quickly with a 1:10.55. And lane 1 takes it Mackey with a time of 2:26.70. This is heat 5. Swimming in lane 1, Madeline Nixon with Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 2, Addison Doherty, Central Ohio Aquatics. In lane 3, Anna Gregg, Mako Swim Team. In lane 4, Allison Fungi, Upper Arlington Swim Club. In lane 5, Abigail Wampler, Grand Rapids Aquatics. In lane 6, Misha Eng, Grosse Pointe Gators. In lane 7, Brenna Mowry, Hydra Aquatics. In lane 8, Jordan Trulish, Penguin Swimming. In lane 9, Avery Anderson, Birmingham Y. And in lane 10, Leah Guess, Firestone Akron Swim Team. This is heat 5. With a great swim in lane 4, Fungi from Upper Arlington with a time of 2:25.39. Heat 6. Swimming in lane 1, from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Tara Brillmeyer. In lane 2, Marin Patterson, Mako Swim Team. In lane 3, Megan Fleury, Cincinnati Aquatic Club. In lane 4, Delaney Buckner, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 5, Cameron Seegers, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 6, Isabella Palazzo, Westerville Aquatic Club. In lane 7, Emma Albrecht, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 8, Anya Hoy, Central Ohio Aquatics. Thank you. Excuse me there, that was heat 7, incorrect swimmers. Let's backtrack to heat 6. So swimming in lane 1, Sarah Baylor from Hudson Explorer Aquatic Club. In lane 2, Jinjae Robinson, Westerville Aquatic Club. In lane 3, Alexa Folke with Greater Toledo Aquatic Club. In lane 4, Kalina Pick, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 5, Carolyn Lead, Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 6, Mallory Mackey, Cleveland Swimming. In lane 7, Lillian Bailey, Central Ohio Aquatics. In lane 8, Mia Hensley, Cincinnati Aquatic Club. In lane 9, Audrey Savald, Firestone Akron Swim Team. And in lane 10, Madison Stetcher, Cincinnati Marlins. Once again, this is heat 6 in the water. Taking it in lane 8 is Hensley with a time of 2:24.97. Heat 7. Swimming in lane 1, Tara Brillmeyer from Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 2, Marin Patterson, Mako Swim Team. In lane 3, Megan Fleury, Cincinnati Aquatic Club. In lane 4, Delaney Buckner, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 5, Cameron Seegers, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 6, Isabella Palazzo, Westerville Aquatic Club. In lane 7, Emma Albrecht, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 8, Anya Hoy, Central Ohio Aquatics. In lane 9, Hannah Ruth, New Albany Aquatic Club. And in lane 10, Audrey Butcher, Westerville Aquatic Club. This is lane 7 of 10. Close battle here at the finish. And lane 5 takes it. Seegers with a time of 2:23.01. Heat 8. Swimming in lane 1 from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Ava Snyder. In lane 2 from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Peyton Woodring. Swimming in lane 3 from Northern Kentucky Clippers, Sadie Hartig. In lane 4, Natalie Tabor with Plymouth Canton Cruisers. In lane 5, Morgan Kraus, The Ohio State University. In lane 6, Gretchen Snyder, Dublin Community Swim Team. In lane 7, Grace Ackerman, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 8, Addison Forbes, North Kent Aquatic Team. In lane 9, Lily Jones, Cincinnati Aquatic Club. And in lane 10, Alexandra Johnson, Milford Area Swim Team. This is Heat 8 of 10. And at the finish, lane 6 takes it with a time of 2:19.67. Heat 9. Swimming in lane 1 from the Blazin' Barracudas, Lily Mihawk. In lane 2 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Helen Randolph. Swimming in lane 3, Grace Gavin with Cincinnati Aquatic Club. Swimming in lane 4, Libby Gilbert with The Ohio State University. In lane 5, Emily Brown from Dublin Community Swim Team. In lane 6 from Ole Swimming, Susan LeGrand. In lane 7, Atlanta Swimming's Juliana Jelic. In lane 8, Rosalie Springer from Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 9, Reese Yager with Northern Kentucky Clippers. And in lane 10, from Lakeshore Swim Club, Alexandra Downing. This is Heat 9 of 10. Attention coaches, the time trial desk is now open. It will close at 10:43 a.m. Again, coaches, the time trial desk is open next to the diving well warm down lanes. It will close at 10:43 a.m. Our fastest time so far in the 200 long course meter backstroke, 2:19.67 from the previous heat. We'll see how heat 9 shapes up. And at the finish, Emily Brown takes it with a time of 2:17.33. Heat 10. Swimming in lane 1 from Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, Mia Buff. In lane 2 from New Albany Aquatic Club, Hope Shimming. In lane 3, Sydney Herr from Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 4, Grace Albrecht with Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 5, Veronica Greca from Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 6, Kira Sommerstad, The Ohio State University. In lane 7, from the Blazing Barracudas, Claire Mihawk. In lane 8, Catherine Tang, Ole Swimming. In lane 9, Karen Austin, Atlantis Swimming. And in lane 10, from Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Mackenzie Baldwin. This is your last and final heat, heat 10 of 10. Fastest time from the previous heat was turned in by Emily Brown with a time of 2:17.33. At the halfway point here, lane 8 Tang leads it with a 1:07.29. Very close field here, lanes 4 through 8. Still a tight field at the finish. And in lane 6, Kira Sommerstad takes it with a time of 2:17.52. Our next event is event number 104, men's 200 long course meter backstroke. This is heat 1 of 7. Swimming in lane 4 from Springfield Family YMCA, Gabriel Filbert. In lane 5 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Caleb Smesko. In lane 6, from Central Ohio Aquatics, Caleb Moore. And in lane 7, from The Ohio State University, Owen Conley. Once again, this is heat 1 of 7. Coaches, if you did not hear my previous announcement, the time trial desk is now open next to the diving well, warm down, warm up lanes. It will close at 10:43 a.m. Parents, spectators, athletes, and coaches, if you have not yet visited the apparel booth up top in the mezzanine area, our partners at Swimbill have lots of goodies up there for you. Please take some time to stop by, take a look at the apparel, and if you need anything, pick a few things up. We will have results of the women's 200 long course meter backstroke prelim session here shortly. And once again, we are in heat 1 of 7 of the men's 200 backstroke. At the finish, Owen Conley takes it out of lane 7 with a time of 2:08.59. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1, Brady Link with Cleveland Swimming. In lane 2, from Cincinnati Marlins, Gino Eckert. In lane 3, from Pauhana Swim Team, Alvaro Lawler. Swimming in lane 4, from LaPorte Community, Noah Singleton. In lane 5, from Mid-Michigan Aquatics, Elijah Nevins. In lane 6, from Upper Arlington Swim Club, John Boyle. In lane 7, from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Daniel Beyerbach. In lane 8, from Mid-Michigan Aquatics, Aaron Thomas. In lane 9, Calvin Meeker with Birmingham Y. And in lane 10, Jacob Florio with Swim United. Once again, this is heat 2 of 7. Lane 5, leading at the halfway point, 1:05.20, Nevins. Our fastest time from the previous heat, 2:08.65, was turned in by Owen Conley. We'll see if that time holds up here in heat 2. And lane 7, Beyerbach takes it with a time of 2:16.39. Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1 from Spartan Aquatic Club, Joshua Webert. In lane 2 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Jacob Ryder. In lane 3 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Andrew Seller. In lane 4, Charles Clark, The Ohio State University. In lane 5, Joseph Stebbins, Motor City Aquatics. In lane 6, Peter Helmuth, David YMCA Phantoms. In lane 7, Wyatt Julian, Central Ohio Aquatics. In lane 8, Hunter Lemon, Supernova Swim Team. In lane 9, Colin Zexer, Ole Swimming. And in lane 10, from New Albany Aquatic Club, Luke DeFrancisco. This is Heat 3 of 7. It's a close race here between 5 and 6 at the finish. We'll see who edges in. And lane 5 takes it, Stebbins, with a time of 2:11.99. Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1 from The Ohio State University, Tristan Yankovic. In lane 2 from Utica Shelby Swim Club, Ryan Persley. In lane 3, Colin McNerney from Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 4, John Wyon, Westerville Aquatic Club. In lane 5, Hydra Aquatics, Joshua Riegler. In lane 6, Tyler Foster, Bowling Green Swim Club. In lane 7, Celine Swim Team, Joe O'Neill. In lane 8, Leland Wosty, Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 9, John Osa, Cincinnati Aquatic Club. And in lane 10, Soma Albert, Penguin Swimming. This is Heat 4 of 7. Got some fast swimming on the edges here between lane 1, 9, and 10. Our fastest time, still from the first heat, 2:08.65. And Jankovic takes it with a time of 2:01.68. Blistering time from lane 1. Heat 5. Swimming in lane 1 from North Kent Aquatic Team, Peyton Williamson. Swimming in lane 2 from Atlanta Swimming, Elliot Rijnovian. In lane 3, Paul Moody from Great Waves Aquatics. In lane 4, Caden Smesko with Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 5, Hunter Gubino, Cincinnati Aquatic Club. In lane 6, Chase Knopp, Northern Kentucky Clippers. In lane 7, Spartan Aquatic Club's Trey Lewis. In lane 8, Max Haney, Ole Swimming. In lane 9, from the Hudson Explorer Aquatic Team, Vittoria Capabianca. And in lane 10, Ethan Bull with Celine Swim Team. Once again, this is Heat 5 of 7. Out quickly is Gubino with a time of 59.11. We'll see if he can hold on here. Jankovic from the previous heat finished with a time of 2:01.68. So we'll see if he can eclipse that mark. It's a great swim here out of lane 5. 2:00.71. 2:00.71 for Gubino. Heat 6. Swimming in lane 1 from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Clark Pabst. In lane 2, Ian Allen, Ole Swimming. In lane 3, Maximus Buff, Greater Toledo Aquatic Club. Swimming in lane 5 from The Ohio State University, Mason Edmond. In lane 6 from The Ohio State University, Sam Campbell. In lane 7, Cooper Burt, Mako Swim Team. In lane 8, Alex Wu, Dublin Community Swim Team. In lane 9, Truman Brunn, Dayton Raiders. And in lane 10, Hayden Price, Piranha Aquatics. This is Heat 6 of 7. Close race at the halfway point here. Series of 102s. A parking reminder, parking will be available all week this week at the Tuttle Garage on Thursday and Friday, at Neal Avenue Garage on Friday and Saturday. Parking is $10 per entry. For more parking information and maps, please visit the Sectionals website by typing Ohio State SPEEDO Sectionals into your favorite web browser. At the finish, lane 3 takes it, Maximus Buff, with a time of 2:07.65. Heat 7. Swimming in lane 1, Ivan Reber from Cleveland Swim Institute. In lane 2, Andrew Huang, New Albany Aquatic Club. In lane 3, Abram Hagedorn, Greater Toledo Aquatic Club. In lane 4, Anthony Braun, Dayton Raiders. In lane 5, Christoph Gorski, Great Waves Aquatics. In lane 6, Dayton Raiders, Luke Sullivan. In lane 7, from The Ohio State University, Will Bansberg. In lane 8, James Collins, swimming unattached. In lane 9, Landon Harmon from Greater Toledo Aquatic Club. And in lane 10, Caden Hung, Plymouth Canton Cruisers. This is your last and final heat, Heat 7 of the men's 200 long course meter backstroke. And once again, our fastest time this morning so far, 2:00.71. And it looks like out fast is the lane 5, Christoph Gorski from Great Waves Aquatics, out in a 58.78. Attention coaches, we need a coach representative from Atlantis to report to the clerk of course, please. Once again, a coach representative from Club Atlantis. And Gorski still out in front, heading into the finish. And he takes it with a time of 2:03.53. Our next event is event number 105, Women's 50 Long Course Meter Freestyle. This is Heat 1 of 20. Swimming in lane 4, Bamey. In lane 5, Bottle. And in lane 6, Pelshaw. This is heat 1 of 20. Heat 2. In lane 1, Schwartz. In lane 2, Hoy. In lane 3, Spradlin. Lane 4, Sanders. Lane 5, Mallers. In lane 6, Ruth. Lane 7, Devoris. Lane 8, Bauman. Lane 9, Longhouse. And in lane 10, Vogel. This is heat 2. Heat 3. Lane 1, Davidson. Lane 2, Dankoff. Lane 3, Kemir. Lane 4, Thomas. Lane 5, Norlander. Lane 6, Brink. Lane 7, Dyer. Lane 8, Shantz. Lane 9, Schneider. And in lane 10, Stanley. This is heat 3. Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1, Brooker. Lane 2, Maffett. Lane 3, Fungi. Lane 4, Holzhall. Lane 5, Gorman. Lane 6, Graham. Lane 7, Ruff. Lane 8, Hislop. Lane 9, Rickner. And in lane 10, Bauman. This is heat 4. Heat 5. Lane 1, Pruce. Lane 2, Bautista. Lane 3, Key. Lane 4, Hobble. Lane 5, Espy. Lane 6, Mumma. Lane 7, Kahn. Lane 8, Newfer. Lane 9, McAvoy. And in lane Towers, this is heat 5. Heat 6. Swimming in lane 1, Moorhead. Lane 2, Rhodes. Lane 3, Peterson. Lane 4, Schnelzer. Lane 5, Mowry. Lane 6, Blakely. Lane 7, Binns. Lane 8, Dyer. Lane 9, Stevenson. And in lane 10, King. This is heat 6. Heat 7. In lane 1, Doherty. Lane 2, Swanson. Lane 3, Kleinfelter. Lane 4, Morse. Lane 5, Newman. Lane 6, Pietres. Lane 7, Fluelling. Lane 8, Schaefer. Lane 9, Schebelhofer. And in lane 10, Pontius. This is heat 7. Heat 8. Swimming in lane 1, Betancourt. Lane 2, Trainer. Lane 3, Kraus. Lane 4, Reinhardt. Lane 5, Collin. Lane 6, Russo. Lane 7, Oliphant. Lane 8, Hagen. Lane 9, Klotz. And in lane 10, Wager. Heat 9. Swimming in lane 1, Markakaitis. Lane 2, Todd. Lane 3, Sloan. Lane 4, Shimming. Lane 5, McNamara. Lane 6, Harris. Lane 7, Hoppick. Lane 8, Berg. Lane 9, Sauer. And in lane 10, Hafner. This is heat 9. Heat 10. Swimming in lane 1, Harmson. In lane 2, Newton. Lane 3, Smith. Lane 4, Robinson. Lane 5, Freiberger. Lane 6, Curry. Lane 7, DeCarlo. Lane 8, Dunlap. Lane 9, Lockridge. And in lane 10, Brindley. This is heat 10. Heat 11. Lane 1, Williams. Lane 2, Carasielli. Lane 3, Umstead. Lane 4, Schulich. Lane 5, Dameworth. Lane 6, Beal. Lane 7, Leidig. Lane 8, Wolf. Lane 9, Lewis. And in lane 10, Beal. This is heat 11. Heat 12. Swimming in lane 1, Lindauer. In lane 2, Downing. In lane 3, White. In lane 4, South. In lane 5, Gregory. In lane 6, Pinkerton. In lane 7, Roberson. In lane 8, Moore. In lane 9, Dutton. And in lane 10, Backus. This is heat 12. Heat 13. Swimming in lane 1, Baldwin. In lane 2, Yorkovitz. In lane 3, McCombs. In lane 4, Higgins. In lane 5, Burrow. In lane 6, Perriott. In lane 7, Drummond. In lane 8, Patterson. In lane 9, Sturgeon. And in lane 10, Jackson. This is heat 13. Heat 14. Swimming in lane 1, Barish. In lane 2, Prabonic. In lane 3, Lead. In lane 4, Ryder. In lane 5, Evans. In lane 6, Claypool. In lane 7, Allen. In lane 8, Krasinski. In lane 9, Chone. And in lane 10, Bailey. This is heat 14. Heat 15. Swimming in lane 1, Kaminsky. In lane 2, Sawicki. In lane 3, Patterson. In lane 4, Curtis. In lane 5, Collis. In lane 6, Fleury. In lane 7, Hannock. In lane 8, Braceno. In lane 9, Antonets. And in lane 10, Bussey. This is heat 15. Heat 16. In lane 1, Huddleston. In lane 2, Norman. In lane 3, Elgin. In lane 4, Springer. In lane 5, Pick. In lane 6, Cox. In lane 7, Caniglia. In lane 8, Stewart. In lane 9, Albrecht. And in lane 10, Bach. This is heat 16. Heat 17. In lane 1, Matson. In lane 2, Fentress. In lane 3, Trumpauer. In lane 4, Ensing. In lane 5, Karanen. In lane 6, Miller. In lane 7, Cry. In lane 8, Wyand. In lane 9, Nixon. And in lane 10, Zimmerman. This is heat 17. Heat 18. In lane 1, Fenska. In lane 2, Hollingsworth. In lane 3, Harrison. In lane 4, Kruger. In lane 5, Daniel. In lane 6, Gatrell. In lane 7, Brown. In lane 8, Albrecht. In lane 9, Hall. And in lane 10, Nebraska. This is heat 18. Heat 19. Lane 1, Davis. Lane 2, Nagel. Lane 3, Ships. Lane 4, Holder. Lane 5, Connolly. Lane 6, Furby. Lane 7, Klingensmith. Lane 8, Parks. Lane 9, Davids. And in lane 10, Motter. This is heat 19. Heat 20. In lane 1, Will Trout. In lane 2, Reed. In lane 3, Meeting. In lane 4, DeWitt. In lane 5, Fulmer. In lane 6, Piersma. In lane 7, O'Brien. In lane 8, Roberson. In lane 9, Blair. And in lane 10, Seegers. This is your last and final heat, Heat 20. We will take a short break to announce the results here of the women's and men's 200 long course meter backstroke events. Here are your results for event number 103, women's 200 long course meter backstroke. Your second alternate, Misha Ang. Your first alternate, Jinjae Robinson. Your D final, Marin Patterson, Alexandra Downing, Isabella Hannock, Sophie Stefanik, Audrey Butcher, Peyton Woodring, Alexandra Johnson, Emma Albrecht, Aubrielle Mackey, and Nora Molnar. Your C final, Hope Shimming, Delaney Buckner, Reese Yager, Allison Fungi, Isabella Palazzo, Mia Hensley, Sydney Herr, Grace Gavin, Addison Forbes, and Mackenzie Baldwin. Your B final, finishing in 20th place this morning, Lily Mihawk, 19th, Helen Randolph, 18th, Megan Fleury, 17th, Cameron Seegers, 16th, Sadie Hartig, 15th, Rosalie Springer, 14th, Lily Jones, 13th, Grace Ackerman, 12th, Juliana Yellick, and 11th, Grace Albrecht. Swimming in your championship final, from Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, finishing in 10th place, Mia Buff. From Ole Swimming, finishing in 9th, Catherine Tang. From Plymouth Canton Cruisers, finishing in 8th, Natalie Tabor. From Dublin Community Swim Team, Gretchen Snyder in 7th. In 6th, from The Ohio State University, Libby Gilbert. In 5th, from Ole Swimming, Susan LeGrand. In 4th, from Blazin' Barracudas, Claire Mihawk. In 3rd, with a time of 2:18:06, from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Waronka Gareka. In 2nd, with a time of 2:17:52, from The Ohio State University, Kira Summerstead. And your prelim leader, with a time of 2:17:33, from Dublin Community Swim Team, Emily Brown. The time is now 9:50. You will have 30 minutes to scratch. Here are your results for event number 104, the men's 200 long course meter backstroke. Your second alternate, Jacob Florio. Your first alternate, Colin McInerney. Swimming in your D final, Vittoria Capabianca, Daniel Beyerbach, Peyton Williamson, Joe O'Neill, Ryan Persley, Landon Harmon, Colin Zexter, Ivan Reber, Andrew Seller, and Caleb Smesko. Swimming in your C final, Caden Hung, Luke DeFrancisco, Leland Wost, Ethan Bull, Jacob Ryder, Truman Brunn, Luke Sullivan, Peter Helmuth, Elliot Regenevian, and Joseph Stebbins. Swimming in your B final in 20th place, Ian Allen. In 19th, Cooper Burt. In 18th, Alex Wu. In 17th, Anthony Braun. In 16th, John Osa. In 15th, Sam Campbell. In 14th, Owen Conley. In 13th, Mason Edmond. In 12th, Chase Knopf. And in 11th, Caden Smesko. Swimming in your championship final, in 10th place, from The Ohio State University, Will Bansberg. In 9th place, from Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, Maximus Buff. In 8th place, swimming unattached, James Collins. In 7th place, from Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, Abram Hagedorn. In 6th place, from Penguin Swimming, Soma Albert. In 5th place, from Great Waves Aquatics, Paul Moody. In 4th place, from Ole Swimming, Max Haney. In 3rd place, with a time of 2:03.53 from Great Waves Aquatics, Christoph Gorski. In 2nd place, with a time of 2:01.46 from The Ohio State University, Tristan Jankovic. And your leader after the prelim session, with a time of 2:00.71 from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Hunter Gubino. The time is now 9:52. You will have 30 minutes to scratch. Swimming in lane 2, Asinik. Lane 3, Filbert. Lane 4, Davis. Lane 5, Kuntzman. Lane 6, Bateman. Lane 7, Ratka. Lane 8, Farbizzo. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1, Knudsen. In lane 2, Bondi. In lane 3, Banks. In lane 4, Sakarik. In lane 5, Emmerman. Lane 6, Fowler. Lane 7, Bolus. Lane 8, Moore. Lane 9, Story. And in lane 10, McKendry. This is heat 2 of 18. Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1, Santoro. In lane 2, Sang. In lane 3, Isham. Lane 4, Stenson. Lane 5, Guthrie. Lane 6, May. Lane 7, Hulse. Lane 8, Owens. Lane 9, Dusenmelev. And lane 10, Smesko. This is heat 3 of 18. Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1, Resendi. Lane 2, Welker. Lane 3, Bultemeyer. Lane 4, Bruno. Lane 5, Catton. Lane 6, Caswell. Lane 7, Yao. Lane 8, Gorobutchuk. Lane 9, Riegler. And in lane 10, Mangiano. Heat 5. Swimming in lane 1, Burt. Lane 2, Ward. Lane 3, Randolph. Lane 4, Williams. Lane 5, Crum. Lane 6, McCluskey. Lane 7, Brinegar. Lane 8, Pursley. Lane 9, Rose. And in lane 10, Snellner. This is heat 5 of 18. Heat 6. Swimming in lane 1, Blakely. Lane 2, Nist. Lane 3, Cheatwood. Lane 4, Hajra, lane 5, Okubo, lane 6, Lemon, lane 7, Pettifer, lane 8, Surani, lane 9, Lee, and lane 10, Perkle. This is Heat 6. Attention coaches, we need a coaching representative from New Albany Aquatic Club to the clerk of course, please. Heat 7. Swimming in lane 1, Lachey, lane 2, Perry, lane 3, Williams, lane 4, Sullivan, lane 5, Huang, lane 6, McQuiston, lane 7, Renault, lane 8, Huang, lane 9, Hicks, lane 10, Farron. This is Heat 7. Heat 8. Swimming in lane 1, Sparks, lane 2, Davis, lane 3, Venos, lane 4, Ward, lane 5, Wachter, lane 6, Kamey, lane 7, Eaton, lane 8, Kettler, lane 9, Elkovich, lane 10, Rush. This is Heat 8 of 18. Once again, we need a coaching representative from New Albany Aquatics Club to the officials table here. Heat 9. Swimming in lane 1, Ledesma, lane 2, Trumpauer, lane 3, Bust, lane 4, Herring, lane 5, Sorg, lane 6, Ham, lane 7, Bush, lane 8, Blamer, lane 9, Norton, and lane 10, Kazam. This is Heat 9 of 18. We need a coaching representative from Spartan and Upper Michigan. Once again, we need a coaching representative from Spartan and Upper Michigan to the clerk of courts, please. Heat 10. Swimming in lane 1, Harmon, lane 2, Hickok, lane 3, Muma, lane 4, Ambler, lane 5, Price, lane 6, Carlson, lane 7, Bragg, lane 8, Henry, lane 9, Schwartz, and in lane 10, Dunnock. This is Heat 10 of 18. Once again, we need a coaching representative from New Albany Aquatic Club and Firestone Akron Swim Team to the officials table, please. Heat 11. Swimming in lane 1, Liu. In lane 2, Richardson. In lane 3, Regal. In lane 4, Mikalowicz. In lane 5, Susu. In lane 6, Perzak. In lane 7, Wu. In lane 8, Tack. In lane 9, Dower. And in lane 10, Klug. This is Heat 11 of 18. Heat 12. Swimming in lane 1, Smith. In lane 2, Harris. In lane 3, Carter. In lane 4, Stump. In lane 5, Hubner. In lane 6, Brunner. In lane 7, Rucker. In lane 8, Lewis. In lane 9, Harpster. And in lane 10, Fowler. This is Heat 12 of 18. Heat 13. Swimming in lane 1, Eckert. In lane 2, Edeline. In lane 3, Pleeman. In lane 4, Fentress. In lane 5, Miller. In lane 6, Hagedorn. In lane 7, Buff. In lane 8, Sandstedt. In lane 9, Fife. And in lane 10, Lebeco. This is heat 13 of 18. Heat 14. Swimming in lane 1, Ellerman. In lane 2, Eggleston. In lane 3, Rabadam. In lane 4, Higgins. In lane 5, Florence. In lane 6, Freilich. In lane 7, Nugent. In lane 8, Stankovic. In lane 9, Martin. And in lane 10, Ellis. This is heat 14 of 18. Heat 15. Swimming in lane 1, Smesko. In lane 2, Knopf. In lane 3, Scherer. In lane 4, Barnes. In lane 5, Holland. In lane 6, Rising. In lane 7, Brunn. In lane 8, Figueroa. In lane 9, Williams. And in lane 10, King. This is heat 15. Attention spectators, we need Jerry Reber to report to the check-in table in the lobby. Jerry Reber, please. Heat 16. Swimming in lane 1, Ingram. In lane 2, Liu. In lane 3, Satterfield. In lane 4, Krasinski. In lane 5, Flegel. In lane 6, Toothman. In lane 7, Blazer. In lane 8, Smith. In lane 9, Osa. And in lane 10, Herrick. This is heat 16. Heat 17. Swimming in lane 1, Martin. In lane 2, Cantrell. In lane 3, Hawthorne. In lane 4, Brown. In lane 5, Baltes. In lane 6, Bart. In lane 7, Samara. In lane 8, Daly. In lane 9, Carpenter. And in lane 10, Harvey. This is heat 17. Heat 18. Swimming in lane 1, Coverdale. In lane 2, Miller. In lane 3, Matthew. In lane 4, Fentress. In lane 5, McDonald. In lane 6, Williams. In lane 7, Arnu Rees. In lane 8, Swearingen. In lane 9, Davis. And in lane 10, Sullivan. Our next event is event number 107, Women's 200 Long Course Meter Breaststroke. This is heat 1 of 9. Swimming in lane 1, Isabella Bowman from Buckeye Swim Club. Lane 4. In lane 5 from Dayton Raiders, Matilda Prisler. And in lane 6 from Great Waves Aquatics, Janet Rockenberger. This is heat 1 of 9. Here are your results for event number 105, the women's 50 long course meter freestyle. The second alternate, Blaine Huddleston. First alternate, Gianna Miller. Swimming in your D final, Emily Hagen, Aaron Fentress, Annabelle Nixon, Carrie Caniglia, Ashlyn Moore, McCall Freiberger, Jordan Claypool, Angela Wyand, Layla Umstead, Madison Ensing, and Emma Albrecht. There is a swim-off required for 30th place and the C final between Rebecca Reed and Carly Meeting. C final participants Kaylin Wiltrot, Elizabeth Oliphant, Camden Perriott, Cameron Seegers, Morgan Kraus, Kotoko Blair, Lillian Klingensmith, Leah Nebraska, and Ella Roberson. B final participants Grace Albrecht, Allison Fenska, Lainey Kruger, Hayden Hollingsworth, Abigail Daniel, Jessica Davis, Olivia Matson, Madeline Gattral, Aislinn Holder, and Paige Hall. And your A final participants, Emily Brown, Jordan Ships, Tristan Harrison, Mackenzie DeWitt, Marin O'Brien, Catherine Russo, Ella Piersma, Josie Connolly, Carrie Furby, and your leader after the prelim session with a time of 25.78 from The Ohio State University, Amy Fulmer. The time is now 10:09. You will have 30 minutes to scratch. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1 from Ole Swimming, Marina Sneed. In lane 2 from Cleveland Swimming, Madeline Swanson. In lane 3 from Cincinnati Marlins, Gabriella Hens. In lane 4 from Cincinnati Marlins, Sophia Simon. In lane 5 from Grand Rapids Aquatics, Mallory Brownrigg. In lane 6 from Celine Swim Team, Delaney Parker. In lane 7, swimming unattached, Amy Evans. In lane 8 from Celine Swim Team, Anna Serbu. In lane 9 from Mako Swim Team, Josie Meeks. And in lane 10 from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Elise Shantz. This is Heat 2 of 9. Attention coaches, we need a coaching representative from Upper Arlington Swim Club and Lakeshore Swim Club to the officials table, please. Once again, Upper Arlington Swim Club and Lakeshore Aquatics to the officials table, please. Fans, our meet runs with the help of our wonderful volunteers. We would love to have you join us as a volunteer with the best seat in the house right on the racing course. Our volunteers receive a free admission, free parking, free t-shirt, and free hospitality for the session in which they work. If you are keeping score in the stands, that is a lot of free stuff. If interested, please visit our meet website and sign up for the next session. And thank you in advance for supporting our meet with your time, effort, and energy. And taking the heat, Simon in lane 4 with a time of 2:53.49. Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1, Grace Hennelly from Cleveland Swimming. In lane 2, from Milan Swim Club, Mary Catherine Wayne. In lane 3, from Northern Kentucky Clippers, Lydia DeVita. In lane 4, from Great Lakes Sail, Madeline Samet. In lane 5, from Swim United, Morgan Vogel. In lane 6, from Westerville Aquatic Club, Alexandria Nodal. In lane 7, from Midland Dolphins, Amelia Mahlers. In lane 8, from Westerville Aquatic Club, Nola Cameron. In lane 9, from Cleveland Swimming, Sierra Kobach. And in lane 10, from Liquid Lightning, Kenzie Albrecht. This is Heat 3 of 9. Coaches, officials, and volunteers, please join us for hospitality in the wet classroom. Breakfast will be served 6:30 a.m. daily. Lunch will be served at approximately 11:30 a.m. And dinner service will start at approximately 4:45 p.m. Please support SPEEDO and our on-site vendor Swimbill located in the McCorkle lobby, where you can purchase suits, caps, goggles, and sectionals branded merchandise. Once again, please support SPEEDO and our on-site vendor Swimbill USA, located in the McCorkle lobby, where you can purchase all sorts of goodies, suits, caps, goggles, and sectionals branded merchandise. If folks aren't able to be here in person, the meet is being live streamed this week. Please visit the meet website for a link to the live stream. And thank you to the folks at Takeitlive.com for your coverage of this weekend's sectional swim meet. Once again, coaches, time trial desk will be open until 10:43 a.m. Time trial desk will close at 10:43 a.m. Taking heat 3 from lane 8, Cameron with a time of 2:49.42. Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1, Maya Hawkins from Novi Sturgeons. In lane 2, from Plymouth Canton Cruisers, Taylor Smith. In lane 3, from Supernova Swim Team, Alexandra Bottle. In lane 4, from Ole Swimming, Madison Labrie. In lane 5, from South Central Swimming, Ella Schaefer. In lane 6, from Ole Swimming, Tegan Risher. In lane 7, from Spartan Aquatic Club, Haley Garvey. In lane 8, from Ole Swimming, Gabriella Rapetti. In lane 9, from Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Madison Taberski. In lane 10, Madeline Davidson from Central Ohio Aquatics. This is Heat 4 of 9. Attention spectators, we will have a swim-off at the conclusion of event number 107. That's the current event in the water right now. We will have a swim-off for the women's 50 long course meter freestyle between Rebecca Reed and Carly Meading. The Ohio State University Rec Sports, the Department of Athletics and our Ohio State Swimming and Diving program are grateful for your attendance at the SPEEDO Sectionals. We hope that you have a moment outside of the meet to take in all of Columbus, Ohio has to offer. If you're looking for great restaurants, shopping, all sorts of activities, we've got it all here in Columbus. And spectators, as your bellies tickle with hunger, there will be concessions for the meet provided by a food truck located outside the front of McCorkle Aquatic Pavilion. And today's morning vendor is Hot Dog Wally's for today's prelim session. Hot Dog Wally's will be outside the lobby area of McCorkle Aquatic Pavilion for all your concessions needs. Taking heat 4 from lane 3, Bottle with a time of 2:49.64. Heat 5. Swimming in lane 1, Caitlin Sallows from Buckeye Swim Club. In lane 2, from Central Ohio Aquatics, Bethany Spangler. In lane 3, from South Central Swimming, Alyssa Wager. In lane 4, from Ole Swimming, Grace Aguilar Fernandez. In lane 5, from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Riley Waisland. In lane 6, from Atlanta Swimming, Bryce Scully. In lane 7, from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Ava Ellis. In lane 8, from Worthington Swim Club, Evelyn DiCarlo. In lane 9, from David YMCA Phantoms, Anna Helmuth. And in lane 10, from Hydra Aquatics, Roberta Fisher. This is Heat 5 of 9. Attention coaches and athletes, event number 103, the women's 200 long course meter backstroke is officially closed. Attention coaches, we need a coaching representative from Bobcat Swim Club, from Worthington Swim Club, and Upper Michigan to report to the officials table. Once again, we need coaching representatives from Bobcat Swim Club, Worthington Swim Club, and Upper Michigan to report to the official table, please. Attention coaches, event number 104, the men's 200 long course meter backstroke is now officially closed. There was one scratch. Once again, event number 104, 200 backstroke, one scratch is now closed. Heat 6. Swimming in lane 1, Kasia Norman from Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. In lane 2, Aubrey Buchanan from Cincinnati Marlins. In lane 3, Jolie Cry from Cincinnati Aquatic Club. In lane 4, Chris Marlin from The Ohio State University. In lane 5, Edith Sawyer from Bobcat Swim Club. In lane 6, from Buckeye Swim Club, Lily Schneider. In lane 7, from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Maya Lewis. In lane 8, Lydia Eberline from Cincinnati Aquatic Club. In lane 9, Abigail Wampler with Grand Rapids Aquatics. And swimming in lane 10, New Albany Aquatic Club's Anna McGrath. This is Heat 6 of 9. Once again, spectators, a parking reminder that parking will be available this week at the Tuttle Garage on Thursday and Friday, at the Neal Avenue Garage just outside of McCorkle Aquatic Pavilion on Friday and Saturday. Parking will be $10 per entry. And for more parking information and maps, please visit the Sectionals website by typing Ohio State SPEEDO Sectionals into your favorite web browser. As we head into the finish in lane 3, Jolie Cry from Cincinnati Aquatic Club looking to take this heat. And she does with a time of 2:43.70. Heat 7. Swimming in lane 1 from Ole Swimming, Emma Kate Zanoli. In lane 2 from Lakeshore Swim Club, Nina La Rosa. In lane 3 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Mia Nagel. In lane 4, Emily Ellsworth from Westerville Aquatic Club. In lane 5 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Madeline Dyer. In lane 6, Alexis Peltz from Central Ohio Aquatics. In lane 7 from Plymouth Canton Cruisers, Elizabeth Newman. In lane 8, Marissa Schenkenberger from Hudson Explorer Aquatic Team. In lane 9, Alexandra Sharp from North Coast Aquatic Team. And in lane 10, from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Logan Lawhorn. This is Heat 7 of 9. Once again, fans, our meet can only run with the help of our wonderful volunteers. If you're willing, we would love to have you join us as a volunteer with the best seat in the house right on the racing course here on deck. Our volunteers will receive free admission, free parking, a free t-shirt, and free hospitality for the session in which you work. And folks, if you're keeping score in the stands, that is a lot of free stuff. If you're interested, please visit our meet website and sign up for the next session. Thank you in advance for supporting our meet with your time, effort, and energy here at The Ohio State University. And taking heat in lane 4, Ellsworth with a time of 2:36.39. And we're now ready for heat 8. Swimming in heat 1 from Celine Swim Team, Yan Yi Adler. In lane 2 from Bobcat Swim Club, Cassidy DeBetta. In lane 3 from Hydra Aquatics, Madeline Bossler. In lane 4 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Giovanna Capabianca. In lane 5 from The Ohio State University, Reese 10. In lane 6 from Northern Kentucky Clippers, Lainey Kruger. In lane 7 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Amelia Leonard. In lane 8, Catherine Dorsey from the Blazin' Barracudas. In lane 9 from the Cincinnati Marlins, Quinn Sherrick. And in lane 10 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Audrey Brink. This is heat 8 of 9. At the halfway point, a close race between lane 2 and lane 5 here. We'll see who can hold on. Once again, folks, concessions for the meet will be provided by a food truck located just outside the front of the McCorkle Aquatic Pavilion here. Today's Thursday prelims vendor is a food truck called Hot Dog Wally's. All sorts of goodies there. So if you're looking for a little bite to eat, step on outside, enjoy the beautiful day, and grab a snack from Hot Dog Wally's. And lane 6 taking a late charge here at the finish. And it looks like Kruger takes it with a time of 2:38.77. Heat 9. Swimming in lane 1 from Worthington Swim Club, Natalie Hullab. Lane 2 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Kendall Craig. In lane 3 from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Dakota Townley. In lane 4 from The Ohio State University, Mia Rankin. In lane 5 also from Ohio State University, Josie Panitz. In lane 6 from Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Sophia Umstead. In lane 7 from the Blazin' Barracudas, Sophia Jimenez. In lane 8, Paige Delma from Worthington Swim Club. In lane 9 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Julia Quennerman. And in lane 10 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Grace Ryder. This is heat 9 of 9. Once again, athletes, at the conclusion of event number 107 and this heat, we will have a swim-off for the women's 50 long course meter freestyle between Rebecca Reed and Carly Meading. And at the finish, lane 5, Panitz from Ohio State takes it with a time of 2:33.57. Once again, we will have a swim-off here. This is event number 905, the women's 50-meter freestyle swim-off, Heat 1. All right, folks, let's hear it for these ladies. Lane 4, we've got Rebecca Reed. Lane 5, we've got Carly Meading. Both came in with a time of 27.29. So we'll see who can take this swim off here. Let's get loud for these folks. Let's all get in it. And gives me goosebumps. They're neck and neck heading into the finish. Who can get there first? Oh man, Rebecca Reed takes it with a time of 26.82. Great swim, ladies. Our next event is event number 108, the men's 200 long course meter breaststroke. This is Heat 1 of 8. Swimming in lane 4, Marcia Butnario from Greater Columbus. In lane 5, Joshua Ray from Ole Swimming. In lane 6, Brenton Fowler from Hydra Aquatics. This is Heat 1. Attention spectators, coaches, and participants. Here are your results for event number 106, the men's 50-meter freestyle. Second alternate is Andrew Rucker. First alternate, Troy Liu. Swimming in your D final, and there is a swim-off between Luca Eckert and Jaeger Ellerman, both of the Cincinnati Marlins. Also swimming in the D final, Logan Rising, Noah Eggleston, Maximus Buff, Dean Scherer, Ethan Harvey, Luke Mahalowitz, Joshua Smith, and Zachary Barnes. Swimming in the C final, Alexander Ingram, Truman Brunn, Jonas Cantrell, Gabriel Miller, John Satterfield, Benjamin Coverdale, Dane Herrick, Tyler Williams, Colin Martin, and Trevor Sparks. Swimming in the B final will be Thomas Matthew, Alexander Samara, John Osa, Patrick Daly, Peter Krasinski, Chase Swearingen, Charles Brown, Austin Carpenter, Jean-Pierre Kazam, and Joel Wachter. Swimming in your A final this evening will be Evan Blazer, Drew Hawthorne, William Fentress, Spencer Arnu Reese, Joshua Toothman, Hudson Williams, Mario McDonald, Christian Bart, Daniel Baltez, and your top qualifier this morning with a time of 23:00 from Central Ohio Aquatics, Joshua Flegel. The time is now 10:38. You will have 30 minutes to scratch. At the finish, taking heat 1 will be Fowler from lane 6 with a time of 2:37.64. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1 from New Albany Aquatic Club, Sean Lee. In lane 2 from Cleveland Swim Institute, Ethan Baker. In lane 3 from Penguins Liberty, Shi Swin Zhang. In lane 4 from LaPorte Community, Abbas Hakim. In lane 5, Upper Arlington Swim Club's George Quinedo. In lane 6 from Westerville Aquatic Club, Luke Axline. In lane 7 from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Oliver Holz. In lane 8 from North Coast Aquatic Team, Ethan Goldfarb. And in lane 9 from Cincinnati Marlins, Nash King. This is Heat 2. Once again, we need a coaching representative from Cincinnati Marlins to the officials table. Attention coachers and participants. Event number 105, the women's 50 long course meter freestyle is now officially closed. And taking heat 2 out of lane 8, Goldfarb with a time of 2:33.61. Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1 from Mid-Michigan Aquatics, Aaron Thomas. In lane 2 from Dublin Community Swim Team, Luke Dower. In lane 3 from New Albany Aquatic Club, William Harpster. Swimming in lane 4 from Grand Rapids Aquatics, Joseph Leonard. In lane 5, Zachary Marinas with Swim United. In lane 6, Nicholas Smith, Northern Kentucky Clippers. In lane 7 from Mid-Michigan Aquatics, Alexander Huang. In lane 8 from Hudson Explorer Aquatic Team, Benjamin Davis. In lane 9, Mason Deerwester with Worthington Swim Club. And swimming in lane 10, Thor Johannesson, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. This is Heat 3 of 8. Attention coaches and spectators, we will have event number 904, the women's long course meter freestyle swim off after the men's 200 long course meter breaststroke event between Gianna Miller and Blaine Huddleston. Once again, there will be a swim off for event number 904, the women's long course meter freestyle between Gianna Miller and Blaine Huddleston directly after the men's 200 long course meter breaststroke. Once again, parents, spectators, and coaches, the meet is being live streamed this week. For those who cannot attend in person, please visit the meet website for a link to the live stream, and thank you to the folks at Takeitlive.com for your coverage. A close battle here for the Heat 3 finish between lane 6 and lane 8. We'll see who takes it. And lane 6, Smith, with a time of 2:33.89. Heat 4. Swimming in lane 1 from the Dublin Community Swim Team, James Rennie. In lane 2 from Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, Oliver Lazenby. In lane 3 from Atlantis Swimming, Elijah Vinos. In lane 4 from Buckeye Swim Club, Matthew Stopman. In lane 5 from Spartan Aquatic Club, Ace Spicer. In lane 6 from Birmingham Y, Sean Liu. In lane 7, Brody Millerov with Mid-Michigan Aquatics. In lane 8, Patrick McKillop with Birmingham Y. In lane 9, from Grand Rapids Aquatics, Mitchell Dickey. And in lane 10, from Cincinnati Marlins, Caden Wosty. This is Heat 4 of 8. Attention. Here are your results for event number 107, the women's 200 long course meter breaststroke. Your second alternate, Grace Aguilar Fernandez. Your first alternate, Bethany Spangler. Swimming in the D final tonight, Alexandra Bottle, Nola Cameron, Caitlin Sallows, Julia Quernamoen, Bryce Scully, Audrey Brink, Quinn Shurek, Yan Yi Adler, Lily Snyder, and Marissa Schenkenberger. Swimming in the C final, Riley Waslin, Aubrey Buchanan, Emma Kate Zanoli, Edith Sawyer, Dakota Townley, Nina LaRosa, Alexandra Sharp, Chris Marlin, Madeline Bossler, and Anna Helmuth. Competing in the B final, Kendall Craig, Logan Lawhorn, Jolie Cry, Giovanna Capabianca, Grace Ryder, Paige Delma, Amelia Leonard, Catherine Dorsey, Elizabeth Newman, and Reese Den. And competing in your A final, Madeline Dyer, Mia Nagel, Alexis Peltz, Mia Rankin, Sophia Jimenez, Cassidy DeBetta, Lainey Kruger, Emily Ellsworth, Sophia Umstead, and your top qualifier this morning, Josie Panitz from The Ohio State University. The time is now 10:48. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Heat 5. Swimming in lane 1 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, John Sakarik. In lane 2 from Mako Swim Team, Austin Peace. In lane 3 from Firestone Akron Swim Team, Jack Cerrone. In lane 4 from Piranha Aquatics, Preston Buckingham. In lane 5 from Ole Swimming, Andrew Delzer. In lane 6 from Mako Swim Team, Connor Bennett. In lane 7 from Ole Swimming, Jonathan Mason. In lane 8 from Ole Swimming, Kelvin Tang. In lane 9 from New Albany Aquatic Club, Marcus Schwartz. And in lane 10, Pauhana Swim Teams, Andrew Talby. This is Heat 5 of 8. Attention coaches, the time trial window is now closed. Once again, the time trial window is now officially closed. Heat 6. Swimming in lane 1, Walker Bailey. In lane 2, Christopher Lane from Bowling Green Swim Club. In lane 3, from Dublin Community Swim Team, Andy Liu. In lane 4, from Hudson Explorer Aquatic Team, Alexander Gallagher. In lane 5, from Ohio State University, Nathan Holte. In lane 6, from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Brogan Robinson. In lane 7, from Ohio State University, Rylan McDaniel. In lane 8 from Swim United, Alexandru Susu. In lane 9 from Dayton Raiders, Nathan Dunnick. And in lane 10 from the Cincinnati Marlins, Alexander Ingram. This is Heat 6. Attention coaches, we need a coaching representative from Club Wolverine and Birmingham YMCA to report to the officials table. Once again, we need a coaching representative from Club Wolverine and Birmingham Y. Heat 7. Swimming in lane 1 from Hudson Explorer Aquatic Team, Vittorio Capabianca. In lane 2 from Cincinnati Marlins, Jager Ellerman. In lane 3 from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, Maxim Maskalenka. In lane 4 from Ohio State University, Tristan Jankovic. In lane 5 from David YMCA Phantoms, Luke Vickers. In lane 6 from Birmingham Y, Angus McDonald. In lane 7 from Swim United, Aiden Florio. In lane 8 from Penguin Swimming, Christopher Barton. In lane 9 from Ohio State University, Pete Krasinski. And in lane 6 from Motor City Aquatics, Luke McHalowitz. This is Heat 7 of 8. Heat 8. Swimming in lane 1 from Cincinnati Marlins, Griffin Barlow. In lane 2 from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Jude Banks. In lane 3 from Ohio State University, Eric Albers. In lane 4, Michael Cooper from Ole Swimming. In lane 5, Billy Regan from Ohio State University. In lane 6, also from Ohio State, Carl Helmuth. In lane 7, Will Bansberg from The Ohio State University. In lane 8, Cameron Fraser from Westerville Aquatic Club. In lane 9, Liam Donovan, Dublin Community Swim Team. In lane 10, Northern Kentucky Clippers, Tyler Dropick. This is Heat 8 of 8. Man, shaping up to be a tight heat here. And taking the heat, Carl Helmuth with a time of 2:19.41. We are now ready for event number 904, the women's 50 long course meter freestyle swim off, Heat 1. Let's hear it for these ladies here. In lane 5, we have Gianna Miller, and in lane 6, Blaine Huddleston. Let's hear for these ladies. Look to be close here, heading into the finish. And lane 5 takes it with a time of 27.19. Nice swim, ladies. We're now ready for events 101 and 102, the women's 800 free and the men's 1500 long course meter freestyle. This is Heat 3. Swimming in lane 1 from Ohio State University, Jessica Eden. In lane 2, Blazing Barracudas, Charlotte Dusler. In lane 3, from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Aaron Butler. In lane 4, from South Central Swimming, Lillian Mahar. In lane 5, Ellie Couture from Firestone Akron Swim Team. In lane 6, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Madison Ensing. In lane 7, from North Kent Aquatic Team, Jamie Forbes. In lane 8, from Northern Kentucky Clippers, Sadie Hartig. In lane 9, from Ole Swimming, Allison Fasilakos. And in lane 10, from Gator Toledo Aquatic Club, Jocelyn Chersky. This is Heat 3, and technically Heat 2 of the women's 800 long course meter freestyle. Attention coaches, officials, and volunteers, please join us for hospitality in the wet classroom on the pool deck here. Throughout the weekend, breakfast will be served at approximately 6:30 a.m. daily. Lunch will be served at approximately 11:30 a.m. and dinner items will be available starting at 4:45 p.m. each day. Attention coaches, time trial heat sheets are available at the time trial desk. Once again, time trial heat sheets are available at the time trial desk for your convenience. Thank you. One very important announcement here for time trials. Coaches, just a quick reminder, if you have signed your athletes up for any time trials, coaches and teams are responsible for providing timers for those time trial events. So if you have folks participating in a time trial event, you are responsible for providing timers behind those lanes. Thank you. We're now ready for Heat 4. This is men's 1500 long course meter free. Swimming in lane 1 from Cincinnati Aquatic Club, William Pettifer. In lane 2 from Buckeye Swim Club, Matthew Stopman. In lane 3, from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Benjamin Campbell. In lane 4, from Greater Columbus, Malcolm Hudson Como. In lane 5, from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Luke Landis. In lane 6, Michael Eston from Lakeshore Swim Club. In lane 7, Garrett Dennis from Northern Kentucky Clippers. In lane 8, from the Dublin Community Swim Team, Aiden Frazier. In lane 9, also from the Dublin Community Swim Team, Graham Randolph. And in lane 10, Aiden Fortney, Central Ohio Aquatics. Once again, this is Heat 4 of the combined distance events here, specifically Heat 2 of the men's 1500 long course meter freestyle event. Once again, spectators, coaches, parents, anybody looking for a little bite to eat, if you're looking to step outside, you can enjoy concession items from Hot Dog Wally's during today's prelim session. The food truck Hot Dog Wally's is located just outside the front of McCorkle for your convenience. We'll do a little fun trivia here. What do Olympic medalists Caleb Dressel, Abby Wetzel, Reagan Smith, Ryan Murphy, and Haley Flickinger all have in common? This is a big answer here. They all race in SPEEDO products. Let's hear it for SPEEDO. As many of you know, SPEEDO is the most trusted name in swimming, and you can visit the SPEEDO booth to explore the best products in competitive swimming. We're now ready for Heat 5, the women's 800 long course meter freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 from Grosse Pointe Gators, Diana Musioli. In lane 2, Madeline Myers from North Coast Aquatic Team. In lane 3, Ingrid Fretz from Cincinnati Aquatic Club. In lane 4, from New Albany Aquatic Club, Ashlyn Moore. In lane 5, from Bobcat Swim Club, Gabrielle McKee. In lane 6, Anna Kuhl from North Coast Aquatic Team. In lane 7, from Novi Sturgeons, Catherine White. In lane 8, from Club Wolverine, Jayla Kuzak. In lane 9, Lourdes Manderfield from Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. And in lane 10, from Plymouth Canton Cruisers, Ella Hornbacher. Heat 6. Swimming in lane 3, Cincinnati Marlins, Alexander Nixon. In lane 4, South Central Swimming's Eli Mull. In lane 5, Westerville Aquatic Club, Cameron Fraser. In lane 6, Spartan Aquatic Club's Nicholas Slater. In lane 7, Mid-Michigan Aquatics, Eric Keisling. This is Heat 6, or Heat 3 of the men's 1500 long course meter freestyle. Here are your results of event number 108, the men's 200 long course meter breaststroke. Your second alternate, William Harpster. Your first alternate, Zachary Marinas. Swimming in your D final, Andrew Talby, Vittorio Capabianco, Benjamin Davis, Nicholas Smith, Matthew Stopman. Ace Spiker, Brody Millerov, Oliver Lazenby, Patrick McKillop, Caden Wosty. Swimming in your C final, Austin Peace, Alexander Ingram, Connor Bennett, Luke Mihalowicz, Nathan Dunnock, Kelvin Tang, Preston Buckingham, Eric Albers, Liam Donovan, Rylan McDaniel. Swimming in your B final, Jude Banks, Jager Ellerman, Walker Bailey, Andrew Delzer, Griffin Barlow, Tyler Dropick, Pete Krasinski, Christopher Barton, Aiden Florio, and Angus McDonald. Swimming in your A final, William Bansberg, Cameron Frazier, Nathan Holte, Andy Liu, Alexander Gallagher, William Reagan, Michael Cooper, Brogan Robinson, Carl Helmuth, and your top qualifier this morning with a time of 219.38, Luke Vickers. The time is now 11:42. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Spectators, as you head out after this morning's prelim session, please be sure to take a quick look around you and grab all of your personal belongings, any trash debris, to help our staff out here at the McCorkle Aquatic Pavilion. I want to try and keep our facility nice and tidy for tonight's final session. Once again, if you can take a look around and pick up any trash, that would be greatly appreciated by our facility staff here. Attention coaches, event number 106, the men's 50 long course meter freestyle is now closed with one scratch. Event 106 men's 50 long course meter freestyle with one scratch is now closed. Heat 7. Swimming in lane 2 from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Kira Powers. In lane 3, swimming unattached, Abigail Komet. In lane 4, from Central Ohio Aquatics, Grace Barnhart. In lane 5, Jillian Rice from Ole Swimming. In lane 6, Elizabeth Brewer from Northern Kentucky Clippers. In lane 7, from Buckeye Swim Club, Caitlin Sallows. And in lane 8, from Bobcat Swim Club, Cecilia Creviston. This is Heat 7 or Heat 4 of the women's 800 long course meter freestyle. We will have time trials up next at the conclusion of this event. Once again, coaches, if you have athletes participating in time trials, you are responsible for providing timers. So before we begin any time trial event, if you have athletes in the next heat or the first heat of time trials, we need all of those timers to report behind their respective lanes, please. At this time, the pool is open for warm-up, warm-down. That window will be 10 minutes. 10-minute window for warm-up, warm-down. Warm-up period will conclude at approximately 12:20. And we will begin time trial events at 12:25. Attention coaches, event number 108, the men's 200 long course meter breaststroke is now officially closed with no scratches. Once again, event number 108, the men's 200 meter breaststroke, now officially closed.